Dun 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 dun. We ready? Alright, I gotta flip it this way. That camera be looking real crappy on the other end. Y'all see me? Of course y'all can see me. Ignore the mess. I did laundry yesterday and I did my daughter's laundry. I'm not big enough, you know. It's like, hey, you mind doing her? Sure, here, hand over them jeans, them hoodies, that basketball shirt. And I threw mine in with it, so, but I had the day off today. Because of the, you know. Excuse me. And, I'm transparent. I was just lazy, man. I just said, you know what? I'm going to just chill. I'm going to watch The Collective, you know. And just enjoy doing nothing. Nada. Zip zilch. Which, I enjoyed very much. I enjoyed it, you know. Took a siesta. Man, I don't know why I get behind me. Glory be to God. I don't know why I'm yawning right now. But, yeah. You know, that's why I don't get that much sleep. Because it's like when I oversleep, I be feeling even, like, really tired, you know. So, I know y'all be like, get some rest. Man, I be trying. I'm pretty sure the coffee that I intake throughout the day, that plays a factor. I water it down though, like I say, I drink my coffee cold, so I'll be having a whole lot of ice. Oh my God. Here, get the left side, get the right side. Yeah, we just go wild. We go be free today. Go be free. I said, forget the white tee, throw on. Go ahead and throw you some on. Go. Get that all black soccer jersey, that number 11. What's this? I think this that shaving cream. I can't even pronounce it, Barbos or something like that. Threw it in the dryer and I said, you know what, at least that other nine, you go flip, you go see, here, we straight. Yeah, man. I'm seeing y'all in that all black. I'm like, sheesh, I gotta match the energy. I gotta match the collective, you know? I said we go put the buffs away. We gonna go ahead and whip out. Yeah, we gonna throw the black ones on. I really got bad bags under my eyes today. Oh my God. Ah! Shake it off. Come on. Alright. Shout out to, glory be to God. God first and foremost, you know. For real, without him, you already know. None of this could be possible. None of us could be doing what we doing. None of us could be able to experience, you know, be where we at in life, you know, through our trials and tribulations, through the good times, the bad times, you know, learning that you gotta really appreciate those hard times, because they make you a better individual. They mold you, they build your character, they give you wisdom, even, you know, if you don't ask it from them. But, you know, they make you wiser, they sharpen you up, and mold you to become a better version of yourself, you know, learning from your mistakes, fighting your inner demons, doing your shadow work, and just valuing yourself and loving yourself and knowing how to carry yourself and respect yourself so that others could, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you go respect me. Like, you know, I'm a representation through him. Like, you go respect us. Period. So, shout out to God, man. For real. Yeshua, the Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, the archangels, the Holy Spirit, the spirit guides, ancestors, the whole nine. And, I just want to say, like, because how I'm learning how this social media, these platforms, excuse me once again, yo, if I'm, like, we go do this video, I've been delaying it. I've been watching y'all, and I'm like, man, you go, it's working on my consistency. And I just want to say, like, I've learned that, I never thought people would be watching. And not in no sneaky way, like I mean this, like, genuinely, like, people have been, I'm noticing that people, the collective, have been watching and just seeing my growth, seeing how, like I said, like a while ago, probably like last week, I said, if you really want to get to know me, go all, like, talking, go all the way down to the, not the shorts, go all the way down to the videos and see where, period, the growth. From me getting closer to God, from my anger, what I was battling, Yeah, and like, just like I said, just the other day, like 2 days ago, like, I was looking for a video, like I said, and I'm like, I was in awe of myself. Like this is just me being humble, like, as wild as I am, as energetic, as confident, flamboyant. Like, I was really, like, I was shocked. I was like, I'm like, this you, bro? Like, I'm talking like self talking to self, and I'm like, you a wild, man. Like you wild, man, in a good way. Like, you funny. Like, you came a long way, bro. Within like a 2 or 3 year span, And it wasn't just me I was looking at. Then I was just looking at, like, when I was looking at these videos, I was just seeing the limitations that I was facing in that season, and just seeing how, like, I made the best of it, yo. Like, I trained myself, because I've always been optimistic, but I've always, like, sometimes battled with depression. And I just say it's been more depressed, like, out of anger, out of substance abuse, but I've always, like, I've known, like, I've been here before, like, I've had that willpower to cut things off cold turkey, like, substances wise, or even people at times. And yeah, I don't really know. But, like, when I said I'll start this video, I'm like, what you gonna talk about? Because it's like, I'm gonna just talk about what I've been through, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit up. Yeah, that's like what I wanted to say. Like, even for the other people that watch me, who, like, yo, if you want to judge me. Like, I don't even want to cuss. Like, I'm just like, like, I'm good. Like, we not perfect, and I'm not using this as an excuse. Like, I know my relationship with God, and I know He knows it. And when people, like, want to judge and say, well, hey, you're doing this, you need to repent from, I know what to repent from. I know what conviction feels like. I know what condemnation feels like. I know what conviction feels like if I'm doing something wrong and I instantly feel convicted, or or if I'm finna do something negative in an act, like my body would tell me, like it will alert me, like this is wrong, or so. And I'm not gonna feed into what people will. You're gonna go to hell if you do. Like, nah, bro. Like, keep that over there. Like what you think, or like basically what you eat don't make me shit. Period. You know, like I've had those points in my life where I've been so on fire for God that, like, whether it be my mom, my sister, the mother of my child, my stepdaughters, the older ones, not even my daughter, like, I would, like, I wouldn't say Bible thump them, but just like do what some of y'all who like want to judge do, like, hey, if you do this and that, like, and what I've learned, bro, like, that pushes people away, like, it really does. It pushes people away, and it turns them off from you, like, like, and in a way, it's like it's you so on fire with them while you carrying your cross, and that, like, it really creates more isolation, I feel, to where, like, I know where isolation is needed, but I feel like that overconsumption on how, like, just pushing, or just like just too much, bro, like, it'll just turn people off away from you. And I know also, like, when I'd stop smoking and drinking, I would just have like this surge of energy to when I was at work. Like, they were like, bro, is you on something? I'm like, bro, I'm not on nothing. I'm just fucking pumped, yo. Like, and people would be like a little intimidated by it because it'd be like so much energy that, like, I had it bottled up. Like, if I didn't, like, and where I work, like, I was always in motion. I'm like, I have to be in motion, bro. Like, I don't know what chill is. I don't know what staying still, or like, I don't know what that is, yo. So if I don't release my energy, and I don't mean it in that way, if I don't like play basketball, if I don't ride bike, if I don't go for a long walk, if I don't do something creative, like, it'll just be all bottled up in me, and I could, like, let it out in the wrong way by saying something, like, or make, like, yo, I don't try to, like, make people feel uncomfortable by no means. Like, I just come through with a lot of energy, and that, like, I've learned how to balance it to where I know that it'll offend people, or it'll, like, yo, you doing too much, or and I don't mean, like, I don't act like to where, like, I don't even know why I'm describing all this, but yeah, man. So, like, I just learned how to chill, yo. Like, when I'm finna, when it's go time, when I step out that door, I go to that job, and I'm in the building, or I'm in the truck, or we on the court, or I'm with my daughter, and we either playing football, or we playing, like we go hard, like, not to try to prove anything, though. It's just, like I said, I don't compete with. Only time I told you I compete is like on the court, or when it come to athletics. Like, I don't compete with none of these dudes out here, none of these females, like just trying to, like, oh, who got, like, that shit. Nah, man, that's not me at all. I leave that for y'all. But overall, yeah, man, just seeing the growth, like to the point, like if I'm seeing these videos, I wonder what the collective is thinking, cause, like, I from what I've heard some of y'all say was like, And this is not like, yeah, I'm wronging y'all or anything. Like, yo, let me see if he like, yo, he talk a good game, or he, let me check the history though. Nah, he pretty consistent with it. Like, he giving God all the glory. He he eating here, eating there. He with his, he really ain't no fraud. Like, he's not. He's saying what he means, and he means what he's saying. It's not even saying it. It's the actions. He's really acting upon it. Like, he's trying. He's trying so much that, like, he's gonna get there. And like I said, I love numbers, man, numerology and all that. And I know the numbers is being tweaked, which I don't. That's why I say, like, yo, from here on out, yes, do me a favor, please. If you like the content, if you like the energy I'm giving out, if you like my delivery, whatever, like what I'm talking about, I would gladly appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, get them thumbs up, leave a comment, and keep it positive if you want. Like I say, that negative stuff go get blocked, go get removed. Nobody got time for that. We don't feed into negativity over here, because it's like, you don't want me in a negative mind state, and I choose not to be in it. I'm not going to feed into that. And share it if you like. I would appreciate it. It would help me out, because it's like, I'm getting to the point in my life, like, I'm old. I don't feel old, but like I said, with the whole age thing, like, I feel young, bro. I feel good. Like, I don't look my age. I don't feel my age. And I just came here to inspire, motivate, and just let people know, like, yo, if you don't believe, like, yo, there's a source, there's a higher power up there that's watching upon you, that created you, and he always got your back. He's the only one that could really. He's loyal. We will just keep it simple like that. He loyal. He know what you've been through. He know what you're going through. He already got your life written out, and he always gonna be by your side. Like, man could let you down. Your woman could let you down. So many people could let you down, but God won't let you down, bro. Like, he look out. He's super loyal, And if you obedient to him, and like, he's super, like, he rewards his children, man. Even when we not, I feel like, in super, as long as, like, he know your heart, bro, and he know you trying to do right, and he know what you battling, like, he always gonna be there for you. He always gonna look out, period. That just is what it is. So I'm not over here, hey, follow me, watch what I'm doing, be like me. Like, nah, I'm just being transparent with, like, bro, there's always a way out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta turn to him, give him the glory, and, like, tap in. That's it. So, yeah. What I really wanted to share was, like, speaking on God. Like, I said this a while ago. Like, you take God and spell it backwards, you get dog, right? And then, like, how dog, they say, like, here, like, yo, dog, man, best friend. And it's like, yeah, God, he really your best friend, man. He the most loyalest homie you ever got. Like, he's the father. You know what I'm saying? He always go look out and take care of his children. So it's like, throughout my life, like, we've had a lot of dogs. Our first dogs were boxers. I'm an '80s baby, so back we had boxers, and guess what we named them? Who was the greatest boxer at that time? Mike Tyson. So we had, like, a few boxers, not all at once, but, like, one. But this boxer, a few years, and the other one, like, we probably named 3 boxers Tyson. Like, the name just stuck, and I'll just fast forward, like, now, my mom, for a couple years now, she's her favorite breed, her to go breed, or she found out who was pretty loyal dog, energetic, and real good to the home, real good to the owner, Boston Terriers. And she's had, like, probably 3 litters, even to the point, man, like, just to say it, like, I remember, bro, I had to take one of our dogs to the pound, bro. Like, one of the Bostons. I can't even remember her name. But just, that shit was tough, bro. Like, just looking in her eyes. She was like sitting on that counter or whatever. Like, she was sick. She was old. She was getting sick. You know, she had a nice run. And I don't know who signed up for it, but yeah, I guess I had to be the one to take her. And I just looked in her eyes, man. Like, I love you. I appreciate you. I gotta leave you here though, you know. She was gonna get euthanized then. Yeah, man. We didn't even have to bury puppies that came out. One that came out breached and didn't make it, you know. But you know, like I say, life's life. Like, you got your ups and downs throughout life. But just talking about my close bonds with the dogs that I've had throughout my life, and even to the point with my daughter's dog, like, he probably like 2 now. Yeah, he going on 2 or 3. Time flies. But his dad, my mom got his dad out in Ohio. And he a stud, man. He's something else. But you know, Boston's are mainly black and white, but his dad was brown and white, like brindle, beautiful markings. And so my mom had a litter a couple years ago, probably like I said, 2 or 3. And the only boy that came out, I don't know if it was like four pups, like 3 girls, 1 male, or maybe 5 girls and 1. I can't remember. He was the only boy. Even a blue one came out, a nice blue one. So, you know, during that time, my daughter always, you know, because during the previous litters, my daughter would get it. She'd go see him all day, you know, so she wanted a puppy eventually. So, you know, so with that litter that came with that boy, my mom was like, hey, these some colors, like, I can make some money here. Like, you know, at first, no, look. At first, she was like, she can have any dog she want, whatever. Man, when them dogs came out, my mom was like, look, you got income tax money? I know, look, hey. I said, fuck it, I'll pay. And the first main 2 dogs that were like, that people were eyeing, had their eye on, were the boy, because of his color, and the other female, who was blue and white. And, you know, so I tell my mom, I'm like, yo, just hold the boy for me, man. Like, I'm good. I got you. I got the, you know, the money's coming through, you know, like, you asking what, 800, 900? I think for me it was 8. For whatever she was selling them, I can't remember at the time. It was a little more, but yeah. So what I'm about to say is, there were people that wanted the mail. They came, they saw, you know, well, I got people coming to look at the mail, and like, that shit just discouraged me. I'm like, man, like, I thought, like, we, you know, like I say, money talk, shit walks, right? But I was determined. I was determined. Like, meaning I prayed on it. I prayed on it even to the fact I was like, God, whatever. Like, it's in your hands. Like, if it goes to a good home, to some good owners, if it comes, to my daughter, like, hey, I whatever I'll take any dog at this point for it, right? And slowly, and like, come to find out as time passed, it didn't go through. They chose other dogs. So basically, the male ended up with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I was worrying for nothing, or I got stressed for nothing. And it all worked out. Glory be to God. You know, that's how he worked. That's how he worked, man. Asking you shall receive. Put it in the air, and it's like, have faith. So, yeah. My daughter got the dog she wanted. We got the only boy. You know, her mom was like, "Nah, I don't want no girls. It's enough girls in this house as is. We need a boy dog. You know, we need a male." So, yeah, got the boy dog, man. Now that last dog, y'all seen me, like, as I've been staying over here. My mom had another litter after the boy, and this female dog, she was unique because she had an all white head, but then she had a cherry eye, which is like a blood vessel in the eye that just like pops out. Like, I don't know if it's during the birth or it got overstimulated or whatever. So, you know, so she gave it to, Granny. I think, like, I don't know if she was like, here, hold this one. I don't know if it was a trial error or whatever, but yo, Granny got attached to the dog. I got attached to the dog. My mom already named her Nani. So, it was, yeah. If you go to my TikTok, you can see I got, a lot of videos of her. And I think I got a YouTube. It's like a 3-minute video. It's in there where the dogs were all in the they was in the little pool. Well, in the pool where, the kiddie pool where my mom would have them with the mother, and they could run around, eat, drink milk, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So, but very fortunate and blessed. Like, man, like, my mom, like, she been so blessed with the litters. Like, I'm like, "Ma, you something else. Like, God is so good to you. Like, you with your female and your stud, like, they just create beautiful dogs, yo. Like, markings, how they come out. Like, yeah, man, God is good." And she acknowledges that. She's very grateful. So yeah, man. Just long story short, with Nani, um, cause if y'all look where I used to do my videos, I used to do my videos downstairs. The living room was like the living room, and like in like my bedroom. Like, I would sleep on the sofa. Like, I just feel more comfortable downstairs because I'd be able to pray, during the wee hours of the morning when I send holy fire to the witches from 3 to 3:30 a.m. Granny be upstairs, and I'm just going to work, fighting in the spirit. And those days have changed. Um, we got I don't want to say unexpected visitors, but yeah, like so yeah, the living arrangements, the cleanliness, like, I feel like, I told Granny, I was like, this is just all a test. It's for a season. You're gonna get the house back to normal. It's go, obviously be, you could be good. Eventually, like, I'm gonna, have my own spot. I already know that's in motion. Like, can't nobody stop that. Glory be to God. Even to the point where I feel like, I'm gonna miss. I'm not gonna be far from her, but I'm gonna miss being with her, being here. But yeah, it's time. So, like, during that time, we just had to, like, I feel like we gotta embrace what the situation is at the time being. You know, you gotta open your doors to people, you know, and be kind, be generous, and be understandable that, like, hey, not everybody lives like you, but at least you know, you gotta kind of, as clean as we is, you just gotta, like, man, we can't stress out over this stuff. We can only, you know, we work around it. Just, you know, like I was just telling her, like, this is all a test, and she knows it too. You know, she tells me. But so when other people came, when her daughter and her husband came, which is the other visitors that came, to is her daughter's husband's parents. You know, then it just got to a whole bunch of people. You know, like it was just uncomfortable. Like, I ain't in the living room no more. Stuff got rearranged. Like, you know, it's like, that's why I didn't mind going on them long walks and doing, like, after I got out of work. Like, I'm not pressed to come home. Like, but where I'm living, like, nah. But where I'm getting at, because I feel like I'm dragging this. They had a dog. They brought a dog, a bulldog. And Nani was so young and playful, and Leo, he was, you know, he's an older dog, you know, just the Boston so full of energy and life, like, especially as a pup. The other dog's just like, he's older, you know, so he more like an old man, like, just like the, just chill. Nani would, like, play fight with him, and he wouldn't do nothing to her. Like, you know, God bless him. She would tear him up, like, her teeth were so sharp that he would bleed. And the owners obviously got mad, you know, like, I don't blame him, like, but she don't know no better, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say this, because I appreciate my mom so much, you know, even during these times, like, over the past few years, like, my mom, like, basically, I'm like, Mom, if I need something, like, I'll ask you. Like, you know, like, I'm good. I appreciate it. Like, I'm good. Like, if I need something, I will not hesitate. You know, I've already learned a closed mouth doesn't get fed. If I need anything from you, any type of assistance or I will ask you. So I never asked my mom for nothing, like, when I was going through what I was going through, like, because she already, like, she been through enough of what I was going through, and, like, I'm like, I'm good, man. Like, it's just me and God. Like, you know, he got my back. He go get me through anything. I got my legs. I got my lungs. I can move. Like, yo, we good. We got this. But I never forget. Reason why I'm bringing this up too, because I know in the early video I did earlier, I mentioned, like, man, spring's right around the corner, and I can't wait to ride bike with my daughter. You know, obviously we'll play basketball, all that good stuff, but it's like, it's something about us bike riding, because it brought me back to my childhood. Like, my bike was my car. I was everywhere in the city, like, just out of there, you know, from here to there. Um, so just looking forward to that, because my daughter really enjoyed it, you know. Hey, Daddy, can we ride bike after you get out of work? You want to ride bike again? She was like, yeah, yeah. I was like, bet, let's go. So, you know, she like it, I love it, or vice versa. I like it, she love it. And just the bond, just, anyway, it's dope. You know, we both getting exercise. She's exploring the cities, you know, streets, and I'm teaching her, like, hey, you know, stop at these cars, do this and that, like, just, you know. Um, so speaking of the bike, I had a dream. Like, because obviously after the accident, and then when Granny was like, yo, you can't use my ish no more, like, you know. Um, and I had to get back on public transit to get to work. Um, I had this dream. This was, like, obviously last year. I had this dream, though, that somebody gave me a card, and I don't know who it was. I get, like, but, like, I was given a red card, and I can't describe the card, but it was like, yeah, that's yours. Kind of like on Paid in Full. You like that? Yeah, that's you. Um, don't remember the style of the car or the brand, but I just recall in the dream it was a red car that was given to me for free, right? So I'm like, who's giving me a red car or what? So like a couple weeks later after the dream, my mom was like, hey, I got something for you. I'm like, what you give me now? Yo, like, she was like, you go like it and you need it. She was like, I'm gonna have so and so drop it off to you. Cause you know my mom don't live here where anyway. I don't even know that. Um, so her friend, a good friend of hers, like I feel one of the most loyalest friends that she's had throughout her life. And they wasn't even tight like that. Like after so much time done passed, but now that like I see it, like you really know who your friends are during good times and bad times, you know. But anyway, her friend, she dropped off a bike, yo, at my job, and guess what color it was? It was red. So I was like, I put two and two together. I was like, cause I didn't know who gifted me the car in the dream, but it turns out it was my mom who got me. Cause my mom's a super thrift shopper, like, but she got taste. Like my mom got style, yo. Like like growing up, she always kept me fresh. Like at a y'all call it Macy's or like it was Hudson's back in the day, like But yeah, man, my mom. But anyway, as she got older, yeah. So she got a good eye, and she always be getting the deals. So my mom was like, yeah, I was at the thrift store and I saw the bike and I just thought of you. I'm like, here, you could put it on the bus or like just ride it. I'm like, man, I'm not putting no bike on no bus. Like that be holding up the bus. I'm like, I'll ride the bike to work or like I said, I'll ride anyway. So she got me the bike, right? And it was red. It was a Trailblazer. So I'm using the bike and I'm just grateful, I'm like, man, and that's how me and my daughter were able to ride bike, so like the bike worked out, right? So over time though, I noticed though, one of the pedals on the bike um was fucked up. Like it was screwed on wrong. So over time this pedal would come off. So then I would twist it on and to put it back on, like you'd have to line it up perfectly. Cause it was like the pedal got the bolt or whatever and it's got the grooves. And you couldn't just put it on, like you'd have to get let's go say some vice grips, right? And like it took forever, yo, like cause you'd have to get it there perfectly and it never really turned out perfect. It looked perfect, but you twisting it and it stay on tight. Over time, me putting it back on, it it stripped away the grooves on the inside to where it had to get connected, right? So I want to say this was towards the end of the summer in August or September, probably September. No, it was like September, middle of September, cause that job had let me go in October. And me and my daughter, we riding bike. We at the park, we chilling, and it kept coming off. Like by this time, I already see the problem, what's going on, and it didn't want to stay back on for nothing. And I was like, I wanted to lose my cool, but I didn't want to because I was with my daughter and we were having such a good time and she was being so understanding. I mean, it was even to the point where, like, I'm, like, all the way over here, and I'm telling her, here, stay by me, like, I gotta see you, you know, like, because she riding her bike around, and but then every time she go far, I'm like, yo, do me a favor, come be close by me, like I need to see you. And she's like, okay, you know, she being so patient with me that day, bro. And I'm just like trying to put I mean, even got to a point where I'm gonna just say like I read, like, I want her to get so mad, yo. But I'm like, if I get mad, then like it's just gonna frustrate me, and I'm trying to focus and see how I could keep this on there, like connect. And my daughter was being so patient. You know, at first she was sitting down, and she like me. She don't, you know, she gotta be moving. And but she was just being so patient that day, to the point my friend don't live far from the park. I'm like, we gonna go over his house and see what we could do. See if he got some glue, I don't know, like, you know, put some glue on it. We didn't really left it on there for a while, like some Gorilla Glue or some crazy glue, like, but that didn't work, right? So from the park to the house was probably like, with the pedal on, 15 minutes, not even, yeah, 15 minutes, you know, just cruising, enjoying. Man, yo, I had to ride that joint, because I was trying to, before I went to his house, I was just trying to fix it. And we had just went to like Dollar General and got like some water, some snacks, like some little cookies, chips, you know, just something to munch on while we was at the park. So, you know, I got the bags. I got like 2 bags on me, or a bag on me. So I ended up riding the bike with one pedal, yo. Like, I just like, I would use my right foot, like, get momentum, and then like coast and go. Cause it was like, I wasn't gonna walk the bike all the way while my daughter, like, you know, I'm like, nah, we gonna make it home. Like, I'm gonna take you home. You know, we go ride, you know, we gonna make it. So I rode it straight like that, yo. And it kind of like, it was uncomfortable for a minute, but it was like, I was determined. I'm like, I'm not gonna walk this bike, bro. Like, nah, that's not happening. Not at all. And like I say, my daughter was just so patient with me, like that. It was something like I know how she is, yo. She like me. We could be real impatient, hard headed, attitude, but she was just so patient with me. Like, I shocked myself I didn't pop off. Because, like I say, out of respect, out of her, and it wouldn't do nothing for me or us. And I was just, how patient she was, you know. So we made it over there to her mother's house, and even her mother, like, she was like, here, we'll find her. Like, I mean, I went as far as, like, finding a twig, like, a good size, like, thick, that could insert in there. I'm sharpening it, like, you know, trying to make it look like I'm making prison weapons. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on the cement, just. And as soon as I put it on, like, it fit. It's gonna sit on there, and like, yo, like, I'm trying to find some way or shape and form how to make a pedal, yo. I get on, I'm like, alright, it's on there, it's 30. Man, as soon as I put my foot on it to go, that mug just just came off. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. So eventually she's like, why don't you just tape it? I'm like, word, go get it. Cause honestly, at that time, I gotta come over here. It's getting darker. About an hour. I'm like, I was smoking blacks at that time. I'm like, man, I'm like, the black about to run out. I'm like, I'm over here like, you know, put the duct tape on. I'm talking about wrapped it up, so, and I thought I put it on like correctly, but the way I ended up taping it on there, it was like this. It wasn't flat. It was like, you know, like, it was just slanted. But I'm like, fuck it. You know, it's on there sturdy. I wrote it home. You know, I said my see you laters, my hugs and kisses to my daughter, you know, like, hey, and I told her, I'm like, thank you so much for like being patient with me, and I had fun. And you know, just like in my mind, I'm like, cause we rode bike the whole summer, yo. It's like, damn, we ain't gonna be able to really ride no more, you know? So I was like, anyway, like, it is what it is. So I rode the bike home to where I live, and I park it, and I rode it, like I say, during the whole ride. I'm like, man, I can't believe this worked. It's working. I didn't want to put a lot of pressure because, you know, I know how I ride, you know? I get here, yo. I park the bike. I unlock the door. I come through, and my first thing, I'm finna go see Nani. You know, like, I know she in the living room. She in her cage. She laying down. I'm finna let her out. Let her outside. Let her run around for a little while. I just come in with her, you know, shoot the shit with her. And when I open the door, I don't see the cage nor her. And I remember there was talks, you know, of Granny's daughter. Like, this dog is too much for my mom, whoop-de-wah, this and that. Like, so when I told y'all I didn't pop off or emotionally have a breakdown at the park, like, oh God, like, why is this happening? Like, I broke down when she wasn't there. And it just like caught me all off guard. It's like one of those things where you say, like, you never know when you go see somebody again. So, like, appreciate your time with them. Or instead of like goodbye, say like, yo, I'll see you later type shit. And when I tell you, bro, like, I let all that shit out. All that shit I had held at the park, I let that shit out for like 15 minutes to the point where I was like, nigga, I can't even cry no more. Like, she gone. Fuck it. I just wish I could have spent, like, and the thing was, it was like my daughter, like, sensed it. She was like, I want to go see so and so, you know, like, can I come see her? I was like, man, we'll see her, like, you know, let's just go ride a bike. It's like my daughter perceived it, that she was finna, you know, go to another home or wherever she was gonna go. My daughter felt that shit, and I just ignored it. I took it for granted. I let that shit out, bro. I'm in the dark in the living room crying, like, go outside, like, it wasn't even more like anger or mad. I just felt like, damn. So, then over time, so obviously the next day, Granny told me where she went. Or if not really, she told me, or like, you know, you know, like, alright, cool. But come to find out, she wasn't where she said she was, or where I assumed she was. I thought she was in Florida. Come to find out, like months later, like even probably into this year, or I don't know, like it was way months later, my mom sent me a picture of Nani. She's like, she's not in Florida. She's in Houston. And Houston is where so and so brother stay. And he drive trucks. So basically Granny lied to me, told me a white lie. Just so I wouldn't get mad. I forgave him.